Your next question comes from Brian Lilly with the Toronto Sun. Please go ahead.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, Premier. I wanted to ask you about a story that CBC broke earlier today regarding Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation. As you know, 15,000 workers in casinos across the province, including many in your own riding, who work up at Woodbine, have been out of work for 5 months. And in the middle of this, OLG paid out a week ago, last Friday, they paid out big bonuses to their top executives. They're not releasing how much those bonuses were. They're not saying how much Stephen Rigby, who earns about $765,000 a year, was paid in bonus. But this is an organization that hasn't laid off anyone during COVID, while 15,000 workers that they regulate have been laid off. I'm wondering your reaction to hearing that they're taking big bonuses in the middle of a pandemic when a lot of people are just looking to scrape by, including many of their customers who buy their products.
Yeah, very, very good question, Brian. So I was told about this yesterday. I was on the phone with the chair of OLG this morning, and they're a separate agency, first of all. But you know something? They should have sat around the table, in my opinion, and thought this out. I know there was legal ramifications. They checked with finance, they checked with legal, and they said, well, this is for last year's bonuses before COVID came into place. But again, the perception, the reality out there, you nailed it. There's 15,000 people out of work, and the bigwigs are getting a bonus. Like, you got to think these things out, guys. You got to be sitting around the table and think, is this prudent to do this? And I understand the legal ramifications. I was told that, the lawsuits would be flying everywhere. Well, save it. Maybe this year, maybe they should forego a bonus. They're making big bucks. You know, maybe you forego a bonus. But I'm going to dig into this deeper. I only had a quick conversation with the chair. I'll talk to the finance minister as well. But it's just not good. It is not good at all. People are struggling out there. People working at the casinos. When I was down at Windsor yesterday, Brian, the first question I was getting is about casinos. There's a couple thousand people that are struggling, can't put food on the table, and they sit back on television, radio, news, and listen to these big wigs, the fat cats I call them, all making a fortune, 700 and some odd thousand. And by the way, we're gonna get a bonus. Guys, think before you start giving out all these bonuses. Like, give me a break. Like, they sometimes they just don't think. For all these big smart guys, they aren't too friggin' smart.